Good afternoon. Welcome to the Monday afternoon version of Shaving with Fuzzy. I'm Fuzzy, obviously. Alright, get right into things today. I'm going to use a little boots with a shave stick here, because I like the boot shave stick. I've already got it soaking down here with the B400 by Tom with the Omega knot. Really nice knot. I love these big old boar brushes. Nothing in the world wrong with synthetic. I'm kind of a fan of synthetic, but they are definitely not going to replace my boar brushes. They might go in for the, the badgers, because I don't use badger a whole lot. Badgers, I don't need no stinking badgers. Anyway, I like badger, but we're not going to use them as much because we got the synthetic. All right, the razor for today is going to be an open comb Damaskeene. And I got this idea. There was one on eBay that I threw a little bit in on just because I didn't want it to sell too cheap. If you're the one that bought it, sorry about that. But anyway, the open comb, really nice. This one's got a little saddle wear on it, holster wear, whatever you want to call it. This is one of the ones that has the curved top, as opposed to the flatter top on the later model, 1912. It's got the curve on it. Now, there's a debate sometimes about whether the curve actually helps anything, whether it actually feels any difference. I like the curved top better. I can't say that it shaves any better. I can't say sometimes why I like it better, but I like it better, and that's just kind of how it is. All right. Doesn't always matter whether it does a better job to be liked better. Just how it is. Something about it I like. So today is Monday, and usually we try to throw a little menthol into Monday, and so we're going to use the Daylogic Brisk, which is the Rite Aid store brand version of Men in Skin Bracer or Barbasol Brisk or whatever. This is actually really nice stuff. It's got a good menthol kick to it. It's not really expensive, and it's pretty easy to pick up at a Rite Aid. Most stores have their own brand. Rite Aid has a brand. I think CVS has a brand. The dollar store sometimes has the Barbasol Brisk, which is also a really nice brisk. So anyway, we'll load us a blade. We've got a new Treet blade, another favorite product of mine. I was a real big fan of the Pile Supers, and they've gotten to be hard to find. And again, they're pretty much the same blades. It's just, sometimes you like things more. So we flop top open, we set it down behind the blade stops, and there goes the brand new blade in. And check and make sure it's actually in the blade stop. So the 1912 models, and these Damaskeenes are the early ones, usually don't have problems with the keeping them in behind the blade stop. It's not like the the ladder catchers that we have to really check up on that. All right. Now I worked a day shift on Saturday, and I haven't shaved since Saturday morning, and this is Monday afternoon. So we've got a pretty good little run, or what's a good little run for me. And I have far from a soft beard, if anybody's interested. So we're going to put the little Damaskeene here, the OC Dammy, to the test. And I can already tell you it's going to do just fine. If you don't have one of these, this is one of those that need to be on your bucket list. Along with a nice ladder catcher, or even a beat up ladder catcher. It don't have to be nice. An open comb Damaskeene, a closed comb Damaskeene, 1912s need to be on your list. The open combs don't come up as much. See them every once in a while. If I'd have been serious about getting the one that I saw the other day, I'd have bid more on it, but I've already got one, so I wasn't really serious about it. So we're going to go with the boots. Now the boot shave stick, as I said before, came from London. Boots is from what I understand, a drugstore over there, and this is their store brand. And I like it. I like it a lot. It's got an interesting scent to it. I don't know how to describe the scent of boots, other than to say it's interesting. It lathers well. It's got a good feel to it, which is the important part. The scent's kind of secondary to all that. So we're just going to get us some good soap worked in. It doesn't take a tremendous amount of soap on your face. People generally, especially when they're bowl lathering. Yes, bowl lathering. Always the Klingon bowl lathering, isn't it? A little bit of water in the sink here. But I think people tend, especially when bowl lathering, and especially when blooming soaps, people tend to use too much soap. And I understand the whole, I bought it, I pay for it, I can do what I want to with it thing. Whatever. I don't see the point in wasting much stuff. It just doesn't take a whole ton of soap to get a good lather. And then again, it matters what's good lather to you. To me, a good dense layer that's slick, lets the blade slide and keeps the clippings away, is good lather. Some people want to ice a cake, and they feel they have to have a big pile of lather, or their razor drags and doesn't feel good and doesn't cut good. So razor dragging doesn't feel good, doesn't cut good. What does that sound like to you? Huh? Huh? Interesting. But if you want to know the truth about it, you can throw the brush away, you can throw the soap away. You can splash cool water on your face, and as long as you keep the water there and keep it nice and damp, you can get a good shave out of it without using soap. I hear stories all the time, but my granddaddy said that when he was in the trenches, they had to use this, that, and the other. One guy even said that his granddaddy was talking about they were using cold coffee. Now, I don't believe that story, and I'll tell you why. I don't believe the story of using cold coffee at all, because, excuse me, seems to me that if you're in the trenches, there ain't gonna be no leftover coffee. You know what I'm saying? You know, if I'm around, if the enemy's charging at me, they must wait for me to finish my coffee, and then we'll take care of that. Yes, that's being a little bit facetious. Deal with it. I just don't believe the cold coffee story. But you can do it with just wet your face down good, and you'd have to keep it damp. Don't let it get dry. But, you know, why? All right, so look at it. We got us a nice little lather going while I've been chatting. I think we'll put a little more water in. Completely adjustable. People talk about they like using bowls because they can control the lather more. Well, you know, lather's adjustable. Just even if it's on your face. If it's not quite oofy enough, put a little more water in it. I think that's pretty good right there. What do you think, huh? You like that? I like it. I like it with peas and carrots. That's how I like it. All right. And our OC Dammy here, you can see here on the edge where it's got, that's just from riding around in the case. And I was really happy when I got this one. I've had it a while. Oh, look at that. Ooh, all that. Nice. Nothing wrong with that at all. Now, open comb, a lot of times people talk about open comb razors and they talk about how aggressive the open comb is. And an open comb razor is not particularly aggressive. To be an open comb does not make a razor aggressive, let's put it that way. It can sometimes make it, in my opinion, more efficient. I like an open comb on a heavier beard. Again, it may just be one of those things you like. It, you know, I don't know particularly that open comb razors will shave a beard better. And I think I've used this razor before, and I know I have the open comb Micromatic. And I tell a story. I was typing one time on one of the forums, and we were talking about one of the open comb razors. I don't remember if it was the Damaskeene or what it was. It may even be one of them two-sided things. And some new member piped up that he loved it because he loved all the trails that it left in the lather. See any trails in the lather? No, because you know the blade runs behind and takes everything off. So anyway, folks are just trying to get us into business. I'm saying you shouldn't try to get into the men's business if you don't know what the business is. All right. There we go. Well, that's nice for a first pass. I tell you what. I don't usually rinse between passes, or I don't always rinse between passes. I don't know if I should say I usually do. We're going to check this out. We're going to do a little bit of this here soap off. And just after one pass, look what we've done. Now, we could probably take that to work. Nobody'd notice anything in the world different. A lot of times, if you look clean shaved, you are clean shaved. But however, of course, we know what we can feel. And a lot of times, we don't like that feeling. So, here we go with our second round. Alright. Of course, the second round is a thinner layer because you don't have as much to do there. You just want the razor to glide along. In fact, we'll add a little water if you want to. That's no problem. I read an article somebody posted the other day about a brush maker that was talking about people damaging expensive brushes by splaying them out and going circular on the face and pressing them down in the soap and all this kind of stuff. I think that's kind of funny too, personally. I don't think I've ever, number one, I don't know if everybody does, but I've probably got 30 brushes around, 25 at least. I don't think I use anything in a row enough to damage it, but still, I don't see where, I have never seen where I was breaking off hair, fiber, bristles, whatever. And I don't have any high-end Badger brushes because I won't pay for them, but I've got some Badger brushes. And I just never have had that problem. And I don't think I will. Brush is a tool. And I use it like I use all my tools. I use tools. I don't just put them up on a shelf and look at them, and I don't baby them. I use them. Alright. Boy, there's a nice shave. Of course, it's a brand new blade. Just opened it up. And a really nice shot, huh? Really, really nice razor here. So I would expect a really nice shave. So South Louisiana down here, we're back in getting our summertime pattern we sometimes get in, where every day as it heats up, there's pop-up thunderstorms, and if you happen to be under one, you get wet. So it's that time of year down here. Of course, we're going into hurricane season also. So here in Baton Rouge, it's not as bad as when I lived down closer to the coast. But you still have to watch out for things. Usually by the time they get here, some of the punch is gone, depending on where they come in. But still got to pay attention to what's going on out there in the Atlantic and in the Gulf. All right. Boy, 2 passes, that's a nice shave. I tell you, I don't care how bad you feel, how bad your day's going. If you can get a good shave in, birds start singing, sun starts shining. Hell, with a lather catcher or OC there, may even have a few unicorns come through. All right. This is turning into what I call a unicorn shave. I just made that up. I don't usually call them that. But I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. I don't know if unicorns shave though. But if they did, a shave like this would be a unicorn shave. I also think that a little bit longer growth shaves better than a shorter growth. A day's growth, you know, short, stubbly, bristly. I think it's harder to get a good shave out of that than it is out of 2 or 3 days when they're grown out a little bit more. And, yeah, I don't know why that is. And again, maybe it's be something I feel. It's nothing I can prove. But I do believe that a couple of days definitely does better. So look there what we did. We got all that old white. I don't know where all that white hair comes from. I thought I'd make it to 50 or so before all that showed up, back when I was 20. I ain't quite made it to 50, but it's been around several years now. So there we go. Monday afternoon shave with the open comb Jim Damaskeene with the curved top. Again, does the curved top really make a difference? I don't know. Do I like the curved top better? I do know. Yes, I do like the curved top better. And I think it looks cooler for one thing. Alright. A little bit of the good old brisk on here. Not even much stinging from the brisk. That was a good shave. I like a little alcohol sting, though I don't have a problem with it. But that's one way to judge if you took a few layers of skin off. And we didn't today. So there we go. Appreciate you coming out, hanging around, everybody that watches and subscribes. Remember, if you want to know more about these old razors, pop over to our web forum, the original safety 2, number 2.com. That's all one word, the original safety 2.com. We're all SC all the time. All we do is single edge and injectors. There's no straight razors, there's no double edge. Those are known as unmentionables. And if you show up with a cart razor, I'll throw bricks. You will not make it in the door. Have a good day. Y'all take care. Good seeing you. Happy shaves.